So the first video that I want to really the first story I want to tell Rav Sinai was on a random Tuesday in 2019. You could see when Israel was having one of its elections, and I would travel to learn with Rav Sinai Harini Kapara Mishkavo. On Tuesdays, I would learn with him for about 3 hours every morning. And as I came into his house, I asked him if he was voting and if he had a way to get to the local school where the voting polls were. And he said he didn't, and he was hoping that I would offer. He didn't want to impose, but he was hoping I would offer to take him. So of course I said sure, and we got to the polls, and there was about I'd say about 80, 90 people waiting to vote online at this school, and the seas literally parted when Rasinai came. He was 90 at the time, and people let him go first. And as he walked in, you could see this man in the picture here. I created an Instagram and Facebook post over this that went incredibly viral. Tens of thousands of people shared this image, and it made the news in Israel. It made a lot of the newspapers in Israel. And let me read what I wrote. He was born in Prague, Czechoslovakia. At 15, he was sent to a ghetto. At 16, he was sent to Auschwitz, to Mauthausen, and survived the Nazi death march. He immigrated to Israel at 18 and survived 7 wars in Israel. He lost his first wife in his 40s. He lost his second wife in his 80s. Today, Rav Sinai Adler is in his 90s. He has over 300 direct descendants. He has thousands of students. I am just one of them. I study with him every Tuesday morning. This morning, I came to his house, and he knew he'd want to vote and couldn't get there alone. After I asked him if I could take him to the polling station, he said I was going to ask, but I didn't want to trouble you. For all you Nazis, anti-Semites, haters of Israel, look carefully. You lost. We won. Am Yisrael Chai. And this is a very special moment to see him partake in an Israeli election. So this is the first video, and you could hopefully get a sense of the lessons that Rav Sinai taught me, both in terms of things that he said, but more importantly, the way that he acted. And that's an important message that I wanted to share with you that I learned, that I took from Rav Sinai.